Renekton does get picked up, unsurprisingly. Very... It's also like Renekton getting picked up. Obviously, Perfect can go Jax, but we've seen the Jax be pretty low prio here in this series. And they also banned Rumble themselves, which does make sense. I think Maokai Rumble is really good. So
Perfect has been really good at Rumble, though.
Yeah.
So a little bit of a shame that they don't have that to fall back to.
Yeah, it's going to be with Leona here as well. You know what? I would love a Braum.
Is it the Braum angle? Ooh, the crank.
Yeah, can't blind the crank. Because KT have no choice. Obviously, the Xayah gives you some poke, but I do think that DRX with the Jace as well as the Maokai have a lot. Their zone control is a lot better. I think the setup for poke is a lot easier for them. And everyone else on KT is very short range. Oh,
whoa!
That's
okay.
a disgusting Renata angle.
My God, you see the Nico, you get out the ultimate. Oh man. Okay. Well, I'm kind of interested in how this one's going to work. I'm allowed a cheat day if it's for cultural purposes. Yes.
Dutch culture.
I do take cheat days for Korean cultural purposes all the time. Don't you worry. Satab is doing a bit of the Jace thing here in the mid lane. Feisty getting aggressive, but thankfully no cancellation of the back, and Satab going to be able to get his health back and teleport into lane. And that can be worrying, as Satab is now going to enlist his jungler, try and help him deal with this minion wave. And as you can see, already, Bolt Breaker does come through there from Humbug. They're going to have to try and get another Bramble Smash, and they do manage to get it. As Humbug takes a fair bit of damage. Feisty looking for the kill onto Sponge. They get the flash out, though. Can't risk being bloomingly bursted.
Trying to offset your opponent's
axis
relation to whatever axis you might want.
Cool. Perfect. Will find a boomerang, and Frog will find himself in a little bit of trouble. There's a Mega Gnar angle here. Is Perfect not going to be able to get a hop in, and the back does come through. So no Boulder Toss to come down. Perfect going to be able to nail the wave, and that should deny this entire one from Frog, who's now making his way back towards that top lane. Solo lane's actually being dealt with quite nicely by KT, as we're going to have a Rift Herald charge and potentially a battle as Twisted Advance comes forward. But Wei just kind of standing there, being menacing, as Feisty just going to get chased down by Satab, who's looking a lot stronger than he was before. Pop Blossom going to go wide. Satab just sidesteps it very, very well. Shock Blast going to go wide there also, but it is going to be an equalization of the Dragons. Looking like a slight resurgence of DRX in this game. So far, it is just kind of business as usual from what it feels like. And we do have a Vault Breaker being charged. There is the snare. Cease and Desist comes down. Solar Flare's in as well. Satab, no real opportunity, as Humbug is going to be able to flash his way out. Sponge gets a bit of a Bramble Smash onto Wei, but I don't think they're going to be able to lock him up. And DRX just lose their mid laner, and that is first blood here at 13 minutes into the game. Void Seeker going to find Sponge there as well. The amount of funny business from Feisty is going to be important in this team fight. Richero getting taken down to about 5k. And into the pit goes the Crocodile. Will he be all right, though, as Perfect has found him in the back of that pit? There's the Nature's Grasp as they look for Wade. There it is. The Pop Blossom comes down, and Sponge is in trouble. He is going to get the bailout, but I don't think he's going to be able to proc it, and there he goes. That is also Doctarm falling, and KT, they've come back alive in this series. Frog just trying to get the heck out of here. Doesn't have Flash, remember, and he might be able to slice, but he doesn't have it off cooldown. So KT wiped the floor with DRX. So he's not actually able to get over to that minion wave. There's a Pop Blossom, does manage to find Doctarm here as the Nature's Grasp does come through. Humbug gonna have to get out. Shock Blast going to be connecting here onto KT as well, as Perfect is just looking for Frog. Doesn't quite get him, but Doctarm's gonna have to go home.
How the game has been accelerated by KT thus far, that is not looking super likely.
No, it's not really the way. Cease and Desist is gonna come down onto Frog here. He does have the Dominus. Gets a stun, but look at the damage. That is Perfect, locking that one up easily. Potentially overextended, but Feisty and Wei in the area.
Definitely
so
could have.
KT going to be all right.
Could have gone for something, but obviously they don't have perfect vision the way we do. And now a flank
Yeah, Humbug gonna get over there as Sponge gets on in. Pletter in trouble though. He's gonna try and bail himself out and it's not going to work. Pop Blossom going to come through. Featherstorm down also as Feisty taking some damage, but they get the ult out of Doctorm and Feisty is out of there. That is all they wanted. As KT eyes on the prize, the Baron now an opportunity here. There is a control ward in the back of the pit. DRX know exactly what's going on, but without Pletter, it is going to be dangerous. Teleport comes in. Here's the Nature's Grasp.
Sponge doesn't have Smite.
Can they actually do this again, is the question, without Smite? They've done it before as they managed to take down Humbug, so no Smites for anyone, actually. Way getting taken down low, but that is a dead Doctorm. Not a lot of damage remaining, and Hype is going to be able to secure his second for the fight as well. The boulder is going to go completely wide. DRX, they lose way more out of that. Yeah.
Oh, that would be a big catch.
He is going to be able to kite this one out pretty well, though. Yeah, he's running real quick. The handshake not going to connect there, as now the teleport's coming in from Feisty. Pletter is in so much trouble, and he's just dead. There is just nothing they can do. Cease and Desist comes forward. There's a Solar Flare as well, as they just lock down Doctorm. Where has this KT been all day? Took him a little while to wake up, but here in game number 3, they are looking so much better. Snowballing forward just gloriously. It's 11-1. Like, we're in shellacking territory.
We knew that Hype had a great...
Yeah, there's a problem. I have a feeling that
so
Satan might be dead.
They do have a members advantage right now. Perfect isn't here, but it won't last for very long, and they don't have damage, so I think he's going to have to... Nope, with 10k gold down. The Hail Mary fight here from DRX.
They do not want to risk losing another Mountain Drake. As Humbug is going to dive on over. Frog gets on top of him. There's the Nature's Grasp. Frog manages to take out the first kill, as there's a lot of value from this ultimate. The Gnar is just dead. DRX have everyone left alive.
No.
Is this Challengers, baby? Is this...
No.
Surely it's not Challengers, baby.
No Challengers, babying. No. Not doing that.
But you just really shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
It's like a more egregious version.
Oh, the trap?
Well, Sponge is going to get E'd on. Teleport to come forward. Okay, hostile takeover comes down. There's the pushback onto Humbug. He's going to try and get himself out with a cease and desist as Killer Instinct into the backline, but Humbug is dead once again. The Duskblade value just kind of massive here, but the bailout not going to work out for them as now Wei is going to get taken out. It's a decent Gnar, but it doesn't find too much value, and now Doctorm is free-hitting. The feathers are flying, Chronicler, as the Blooming Burst. Oh my goodness, Doctorm almost just got eradicated. But they just won a team fight, 8,000 gold down, right?
It's time. That's Challengers, baby!
Oh, it's a little bit too challenging. Okay, here's the Pop Blossom. Does find, and everyone's dead, so it's no longer Challengers. But that'd be like extra layers of Dunzo, which is subpar. Does open up the angle for the good old Elder Flip. But DRX's composition, I mean, we don't really like its longevity necessarily, nor do we like Perfect's longevity in this particular instance. Does find a decent wallop there, but 1 versus 4, I don't know whether the smart money is on Perfect surviving. Does get a decent Gnar. Frog, does he have the Ruthless Predator? Is he a Ruthless Predator? Can he press W? There it is, and they lock down the kill. Straight back on the Purple Worm. Jace going to turn up. He does have Teleport available. They can just try and close in onto Perfect here. But as we can see, KT going to kind of get caught in this pit. It's an interesting move, but there's the Pop Blossom into the backline. The Renata is going to go down, but Feisty, he's going to go golden immediately afterwards. Goodbye, Doctorm. Feisty going to go down low, but it's not going to be enough to actually grab the kill. A double here, as Hype is going to make it 10-0. My good, 11-0, I tell a lie. Frog underneath Nexus turret, still not feeling too safe, and KT, they're going to take this Baron. I have a feeling they're going to finish this game.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident that that will in fact be the killing blow. DRX are still clinging on. Perfect 1v2 this.
Yeah, I
don't think it's that close.
I don't know whether their hulls are going to survive because that Gnar... Oh, that was beautifully played there by Perfect. And why hasn't he been playing Gnar this whole series? I have no idea. But now that he's started, I have a feeling the series looks a bit better.
Might be the case. Certainly, though, KT I don't know why the game isn't over, because it's just...
Don't ever say it's over.
Now I do.
If
now
I'm
I know why
breathing.
it's not over.
That was one of the least eventful Nature's Grasps I've seen in quite some time, as now they're going to dive on in. Frog going to get stunned up, but will survive for the moment. Still, these health bars aren't going to last forever. And DRX just getting whittled down slowly but surely. It looks frustrating here for the squad, who managed to win 2 games in this series already, but right now look completely helpless. Look, Perfect does take most of his health bar. You have to be a little bit careful. Second Nexus turret still standing. Frog barely doing the same thing as Blade Caller and a Humbug. Okay. Okay, Doctor, we see you. He has got those 3 items. You did mention that time where he'd have the Lord Doms. That is now. But it may it could potentially be too late.
What is happening?
I don't know. They just really, they've stopped.
KT!
KT malfunction. KT malfunction. The game must be concluded via the Nexus exploding, KT. Yeah, I have a feeling Winions may play a part. As Killer Instinct comes down, that's going to be traded for the Feather Storm. Good flash there from both Hype and Docdom. Docdom going for it.
That should be it.
Kind of appreciate it, as this Nexus turret still up. Nature's Grasp back off cooldown yet again, as there's the Pop Blossom we've been looking for. Goodbye, Pleta. Satab gets on top of Hype, but he is going to be shock blasting from the grave. The Nexus turret will fall. Docdom survives, but he's now on the fountain with not a whole lot that he can do. The Nexus will finally go down, and KT, they will win a game in this series and bring us to a 4th.
Slow and steady wins the race, Atlas.
It certainly did in that case.
They were really good and very proactive for like 30, 35, 32 minutes of this game. And then some shenanigans ensued, but it never felt like KT were in any risk of losing the game. As we can see, they got to like a 7K gold lead by 25 minutes.
Yeah.
And then they just tacked on another 10.
Yep. And I felt like they didn't need 14,000 gold to win that game. However, they got 14,000 gold ahead of their opposition, and then they won the game. So, and it is feisty. There we go. 3-0-13 on the Nico, and 205% damage per gold. That is very impressive.
The intense man in the mid lane gets a matchup that works out a lot better. And KT actually pivoting away from the draft, learning from the first 2 games, crawled their way back into this series, bringing it 2-1. In a large part, I think, was the team fighting of the man right here. A lot of really, really big Nico ultimates, showcasing why this champion is so insanely highly prioritized throughout the entirety. And now we've gotten to so many broken champions that she often makes it through.
Yeah.
I don't think she should.